Today, let's talk a little bit about the GenCon event system. Welcome back to those who've been here before. Welcome to those who are new to the channel. Today we're going to talk a little bit about the event system for GenCon. This will be for GenCon 2023. I'm recording this on May 14th, 2023. Just in case there's questions of how old this video is in some point down the road. And I'd like to start off by thanking those of you who watch our videos and comment and interact, because some of that does wind up fueling further videos. Plus, lets us know what we like and what we're doing right, what you like. So, we always appreciate it. So any kind of comments you got, make sure you drop them down in the bottom. We do read them and try to respond to all of them. So anyway, we're going to cut to the screen recording here. So we get it going. All right, there we go. And we did a number of videos last year about GenCon, and I hadn't quite worked out all the kinks on all of our video stuff, so I wasn't able to show everyone on screen what you're actually looking for. Now the significance, now you're seeing here on the screen, it's 81 days to GenCon. As of my recording this, 1 week from today, next Sunday, the 21st, you will be able to purchase the events. Right now, you can only look at them. You can't actually buy them. And in order to purchase them, you will need to have bought your badge for the convention. Just a slight side note on that. The 2 years that I know of it selling out, we were given plenty of warning, and the warning I think didn't even start coming until June, and we haven't seen anything to that effect so far this year, so I have my doubts it's going to sell out. So if that's your only concern, you probably got some time. It's sometime in June that you have to have your badges purchased if you want them mailed to your house, and unless you're overseas, I highly recommend you do that to avoid the will call line. And the only reason I'm hesitant on overseas is because I don't know what kind of complications you can run into with the mail system. So I would probably just get a will call if I was overseas. Now, so this is the event system. If you follow my cursor here, if you were to go to view events, this page that I have up is the page that you would get. And so you go, and if you want to see what kind of events, you've got lots of options. Now you can narrow it down up here with experience required, age, and you can, at the moment, there are no sold out events because events aren't selling yet, and none of the events have already happened. This have already happened one. This is only going to matter once the convention actually starts. So one of your options here is go to event type. You have select all. So at the moment, what this is saying is there are 15,977 events in the system. Now, in years past, all the events have not been loaded up front. More events do pop in later. So if you don't see it here at the moment, it just might not be up yet. However, this is an awful lot of events, and there are some people that usually come in later that are already in here. So they may have somehow actually ironed that out this year. I wouldn't count on it, but it's always a possibility. So you can see here the types of events. You got anime, activities, board games, electronic games, entertainment events, film fest, and so on. Now, trade day events, that's stuff that happens on Wednesday. You need a special badge for that. I've never gone, have no idea about that, so I couldn't tell you. True Dungeon is a whole thing on its own. We kind of talked about it in our videos for last year. It is, it's like live. It's kind of like LARPing, but you're more like people on a game show where the people in the game show are LARPing kind of deal. You're going through a dungeon, but you're not dressed up and acting in character, but the people in the dungeon are. And they have dramatically increased their prices again this year. So I don't know what's going to happen there. Seminars, role-playing games, and it's all fairly intuitive. Like if there's like concerts and stuff, because there have been concerts in years past. So far, there's not one listed this year, like a real concert. I don't mean like Jim Dave, the dancing juggler or something, is going to be on stage in a room with 60 people. I mean like over at the field house, actually setting up a stage and sound systems and performing actual live music kind of concert. They have had those before. I haven't seen anything so far this year for that, but again, could come later. And so yeah, that's the gist of it. But I'll show you kind of how it works here. So let's say we wanted to go with let's go with entertainment events. That's small enough. So we click it, we highlight it, click OK. Now, when we scroll down, you'll note here the little actor faces. That notes that it is an entertainment event. And these are in chronological order, as you can see. So it has the day and the start time. It's got the name, the day and the start time, the duration, and the cost. Now, if it's in here, even if it says it's free, like let's check this one. Okay, so it's being put on by GenCon. This is kind of like an opening ceremony thing, if I remember right. So maximum attendance of 800. Now, it says electronic ticketing, and it's in the ICC 500 ballroom. So this is an event that actually does require tickets. Now, the tickets are electronic, as you can see down here at the bottom, which means you're just going to present your badge and they'll scan the barcode. But yeah, it says it's in giant letters here that it is ticketed. So it's a seated event, and it's not just you can stroll in. Although it does say, priority is given to those that have tickets, followed by those that don't. So everyone that has a ticket will get a seat first. If there's any seats left, then people don't have tickets. And that's because this is free. Normal events don't work that way. Normal events, you have to have a ticket. Now, some of the events will take generic tickets, which are worth $2 each. So like say the second item here. Let's go into it here real quick. Okay, maximum attendance 250. Well, let's say 248 people show up, and they finally say, okay, well, the other two aren't showing up. Do you guys have generic tickets? And if you do, you give them to them, in lieu of the normal ticket, and there you have it. You've paid your entry, and then you go. Now, that's because the generic ticket's worth $2, and this is $2. If you were going to this one here that's $8, it would take 4 generic tickets. Okay, so anyway, so if I were interested in this, I would hit Get Tickets. Now, at the moment, that's actually just going to put me on a wait list. Yeah, I'm not signed in, so it's not going to do it all correctly here. But this will take you to the wait list. And if you're going to be buying things that you think are going to sell out, you want to be on the wait list so that next Sunday, the 21st of May, 2023, you'll log in and basically tell it to start doing its thing for your list. And then once it's done, whatever tickets it was able to grab you'll be presented with them, and that's when you'll buy them. So that's how that works. I know there's some ins and outs to it, and I think last year was maybe the first year they started it, and there were some complaints. I don't know all the ins and outs. It's kind of new for us too, so I can't right offhand answer any questions about that. I will look into it, so if you have questions, post them down below in the comments, and I'll see what I can do. But I believe you want to have your friends also do it. Actually, you know what? I could be giving you bad information there, so I'm not going to say that. Because I know, like with our group, everyone gets all their stuff through me, so that we pay one shipping charge and it gets delivered to my house. So what I do is I go in and I put, hey, I want a ticket for me, but since I bought their badges, I can select tickets for them too. And so I waitlist all of us, and so then it calculates the whole waitlist with all of us on it. At least if I recall correctly, that's how it worked last year. I will try to double check with that and maybe make a pinned comment once I know a little bit more. But the point of the video at the moment is, one, just to show you a little bit about how this works, but also just to warn you that if you think it's something that's going to sell out, like say you do want to do True Dungeon, that will sell out. Okay, like within days, if not within Sunday. So for that, if that's what you're going to want to do, you will definitely want to have your badge purchased before then, probably by Friday, maybe Saturday. Then fill out your thing and wait for it on Sunday. So yeah, that's the screen presentation, and we'll stop that guy. Yes, thank you. So that's pretty much everything there is to that. Again, it's another real short video. Like I said, the general point is just to warn you, you need to buy your badge before Sunday the 21st if you think you're going to need access to the ticketing system on the 21st, which, depending on what you're after, could sell out very quickly. But also know that there's other things that are going to pop up. So, yeah. Wish there was like a single answer I could give you on that, but it's spread out and it's complicated. So if you have any questions, feel free to submit them down in the comments. Any other kind of comments you might have, go for it. Like, share, subscribe, like all that fun stuff. But overall, thank you for watching, and definitely keep an eye out. We will be having more GenCon videos as we get closer to the convention. We're going to look over our videos from last year, see what we can kind of condense down, if possible, to try to just make maybe 1 or 2 videos for like tips and whatnot. But otherwise, thank you folks for watching, and we'll see you later.